Hello everyone, this is Jumpy. Welcome to my channel and I appreciate you for tuning in. This is gonna be mostly my opinion and thought about the Diablo 4 beta and what was my experience playing through it with the Rogue and Barbarian and Wizard as well, which we already all know that Wizard is broken and OP. Now with this beta, the early access beta that I paid $90 for, I only get to play the Wizard and the Barbarian and the Rogue. And with the second beta, the open beta that everybody gets to play in, that they didn't pay nothing for free, they get to play in. They get to play all the classes, so that's nice. Well, it is what it is. This beta comes in with 3 classes that you can play: Wizard, Rogue, and Barbarian. Now I started with the Rogue, and you go in. They give you a fair amount of customization. You can pick a hair style, you can pick a hair color, skin tone, tattoos, jewelries, all that good stuff, and good amount of choices for faces. I appreciate it. So you pick your shit, you pick your face, you pick your name, you go in. The cutscene from I think it was the release date announcement cutscene is where that cutscene will play. You'll be rendered in. However you made your class would be rendered in that cutscene, which is pretty nice. That's really good. It keeps the immersion going. You spawn in that cave and you start your journey. Now the first thing I was impressed by is the graphics and how well the snow looked, how well the air blowing, the trees, the snow reacting to your footprints. Just the general graphics look amazing. Probably some of the best graphics I've seen in an ARPG, if ever. Now I know some of you saw a lot of videos and said it looked pretty dog shit. The game looked bad, but I promise, if you play it yourself and look at it yourself, not on a video, the game looks impressive, really good. Now you adventure on through this beautiful snowy forest. You find few wolves and you're introduced to the combat system, and it's pretty snappy but slow at first. From level 1 to 10 I'd say the combat is pretty slow, pretty limited. You're running out of energy fast, so you're auto attacking most of the time, and energy gets better at 10 and even better at 25. You have more access to your abilities, you're having sex with your keyboard. It's like a relationship with the combat in this game. It would start slowly, you're first base, second base, then anal. You can't just jump anal from like day one. That's never gonna happen. And if you could, I'd question the person you're with. But the combat in this system, you have to treat it as a relationship, and I bet it's even better at 75. At 75, she's spinning around your cock. And each class comes with their own skill tree that offers different basic attack, core skills, defensive skills, and passive buffs. And only for being allowed to finish Act 1, it's a pretty big skill tree. And I can't wait for the game to fully release and see where else and what kind of different builds we can have. Now you arrive to Giyovashad, and Giyovashad is the main city and this city has your weaponsmith, has your gym cutters, has your horse where you buy a horse, but you don't get to buy a horse in this one. In Act 1, it starts from Act 2 from I heard. So and this map is big, man. This map is huge. So in Act 1, you're gonna be doing a lot of walking. There's dungeons, fucking random events that happen, world bosses. So you're gonna be doing a lot of walking. You're gonna be walking to events that happen randomly in the world. And these events can vary from saving villagers that's being attacked, to survive waves, to kill a bunch of waves on a red circle so it fills spirits and a boss will appear and you fight him. And after killing these bosses, a box will spawn. And that box does drop some legendary gear. It does drop good gear as well. It drops gems, which is very important to even hone your class and beef him up more by adding more damage, armor, damage reduction, all that good stuff. Then you're gonna walk to your first dungeon. Now walking to that dungeon, you think you're gonna be fighting 20 to 30 mobs like in one pack. That's one pack. And then after that there's 100 mob, and then the whole screen is filled with fucking mobs, and it's crazy. You're sweating, bro. You can't. Nah. You're fighting like 2 wolves, five mobs in a pack, or sometimes you're not fighting nothing. You're just walking. So expect a lot of that. I don't even know what happened to the demons in this game. Mostly on vacation, pay time off. I don't know what's going on, man. And after walking into that first dungeon, you're surprised by how the dungeon looks. Okay, these dungeons in this game look beautiful. The aesthetics, graphics, makhalele. Now you're walking through this dungeon, you're having fun, you're doing the events, get 2 books, put them where they belong, open the door, fight the boss, or collect spirits, save prisoners, kill enemies. Depends what kind of events you get, okay? You fight the boss at the end of that dungeon. You get an aspect, and these dungeons all give aspects, and those aspects play into how you build your class and customize it. Those aspects would give power-ups to your skills. It will make your attacks release other kind of effects. It will, like for barbarian, I got an aspect that when I attack, a tornado will appear. So those aspects are all different, and they help you vary out your build more. Now that was your first dungeon. You're happy. You enjoyed your time. You go to the second dungeon, the different event, different mission. This time, save prisoners. Okay. You did the dungeon. You're happy. You jump to the third dungeon. Gonna tell you to get some books, and you're like, huh? Didn't I do that in the first dungeon? Then you're like, okay, I'll get the books. And then you're gonna do your 7th dungeon. Then it's gonna tell you to either save prisoners or collect enemy souls, then get the book, or get the book, then collect enemy souls, or save prisoners, then collect enemy souls, or collect enemy souls, then save prisoners. And then you're gonna be like, huh, this is kind of repetitive. And to be honest with you, that's my first complaint. These dungeons are very repetitive. The layouts get repetitive. The events get repetitive. The bosses. Personally, I enjoy the bosses in the quest line more than the boss inside the dungeon, just because they have their own mechanics, their own abilities. Some of them require skill, but the bosses in the dungeon are straight up. You can just stand still and attack them. You'll be fine. I enjoy the events more than the dungeons, because in an event, a random person can pop up, like a random player, and that always feels good to fight with another random player that you don't know to finish up an event. That always feels good. So personally, I enjoy the events way more than that. And there's also strongholds in this game, which is just a corrupt area filled with monsters that you gotta clear, do an event in, finish up the event, fight the boss, and then light up a torch with the stronghold. Now, I don't know if every stronghold is gonna be having a goal to light up a torch at the end, but the boss was pretty fun. It was different. I didn't fight that boss before, so I'll give them that. And there are wall bosses as well. Now, I didn't get the chance to fight the wall boss because it was only 4 times in 2 days, and 2 of these times are at 4 and 8 a.m. Get the fuck out of here, Blizzard. I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. to fight your boss. I'm good. And everyone who died at that boss, I'm pretty sure I would first time him solo as well. Now, before I end this video, I want to briefly talk about crafting. Now, you can craft in this game, okay? You can take an aspect from a unique gear, put it into another unique gear. You can salvage items, you can upgrade your items, you can do all of that stuff, but you cannot craft the whole item. Now, I don't know if that's gonna change by late game, but you can't craft, like, you can't go find demon balls, get fucking spider cum, go get the butcher's penis and make a sword. You can't do that. You can't craft the whole item, which is kind of a bummer, because I like doing that in RPGs or MMO when it comes to this game. And I hopefully that will be available in late game, but at least they will introduce a bit of it in this Act 1, and there's none of it introduced, so there's that. And also the music. It's good when you're walking through the world, when you're walking through the dungeons, but man, in my opinion, every game should have boss music. When you're walking into a boss room and it's just you and him, there should be a music that only plays in that specific boss fight, in that specific room. Like, could you imagine, like, you can't hear that music anywhere else in the game, and it's some cool music and only you get to hear it in that boss fight? Fucking incredible. And I think every game should have that. Every single game that has a boss fight should have that. All in all, though, I enjoyed my time in the beta. It was fun. I played all the classes. I wouldn't play all the classes if I didn't have fun. Now I have few feedback. First, about the density of monsters. You guys gotta add in more monsters, man. This is not gonna work out. I'm not gonna fight two wolves. I'll just run by them. I'm not fighting 10 monsters, 20 monsters. I'm gonna run by them. Give me 50. Give me 75. Throw it all on me, bro. I'll fight them. And that was my opinion and thoughts about the beta. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your experience, what did you think about the dungeons, the open world, the events, how your experience was. I'm gonna leave you with this run through the Lost Archive dungeon. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and bitch slap the like button so my video can get touched by the YouTube algorithm. And that's all I have for you. Peace.
No!
I'm low on fury. I appreciate that. Till our roads cross again. Hello.
What the hell is this?
I don't have enough fury.
The bug chest. Alright. That's a bummer.
I must wait. I'm low on fury.